I will say, before we go through the Fnatic game against Koi, their game against the Heretics was abysmal. Like, they won the game. This game was abysmal. The fact that you have a game state where every lane is over in the first 5 minutes, like this situation, top is 1, it's over. Bot is 1, mid is like, it's behind, but the gold is even, right? Like, everything is basically 1. The fact that this almost got turned around was worrying for Fnatic, because obviously Heretics are the worst team in the league. And you have this lead against them and you can't close out a 4k lead in 9 minutes, right? It goes to what, 30 minute game where they're actually like contesting you in team fights and they actually have a chance to win, right? I'm not going to break down everything that happened in this game because it was just a lot of sloppy mistakes. Map movements were bad, slow to objectives, you can see it right here. And Heretics just got advantages, small advantages, to the point where they can accrue like 2k leads, 2k disadvantages, and they slowly like made the gold lead become irrelevant. Also, the dragon stealing, the dragon situations were not great. Like, their scaling towards the later stages of the game was bad because they lost a lot of their reliability, because Jax versus Sion in teamfights just becomes really awkward, right? They're playing Sion Azir, Zeri, Lulu, right? So, like, even if they're 3k down, their teamfights are still strong. So your late game insurance is always Drakes and side lanes. But eventually didn't get the Drakes and side lanes. It just got the fucking... It just turned into an ARAM, this game. This whole game just turned into a massive ARAM, where the Jax is teamfighting everyone. And obviously, even when Sion is 0-10, like, if he just stands there for Zeri and Azir, that's all that matters. Because they outrange, right? So he goes and dies, and then they can do damage, and then they have a chance, you know. Let's see how they won against Koi, because I didn't see the entire game. I only saw the mid to late game. I didn't see any of the early game. So they're playing TF, which they used to be G2. I even think the TF draft they played into G2 was not like an ideal situation for the TF. Like, TF into Jax is a bit shit. But I think this comp just lacks a lot of damage. If Kalista's not ahead, like, they just don't have damage. Lee Sin is not really a carry. Gnar is... I don't know. It just lacks a lot of damage. They're trying to run Kalista Taric into like playing Kalista against Vi is hard. Playing it against GP is even harder. Playing it against Nautilus, like, you cannot move. And now they have the longest range mid in the game as well. So I'm not a AD main, but playing Kalista against their draft is just a bit shit. So Marang level 2 ganks mid. How does it go? You get Humanoid's flash. Cool. Marang gets chunked out though. So he does red, blue. Razork does full clear to bot. Obviously, Kalista and Nautilus will win lane level 1 to 5, probably, right? Don't think there's a big stress there. Oscar can let the waves come into him and Bing chilling because his jungler's patting bot. I like Oscar's wave situation. Really nice. Big fan. Oscar is really safe. The only threat is like a 3-man top. Nice. Comp trades it 1 back, but really good. Really good by Razork. Nice flash. He full clears the bot and gets a double kill for his bot. Really good. They lost Nautilus, but it doesn't really matter. Not optimal, of course, to give to Kalista first blood, but they have to commit to the fight because it's winning in the long run. This entrance and base is cool. Like it a lot. They see the base. They have a triple ward on blue side, like on their blue side jungle. Like, this Malrang is only option is lane gank and he doesn't know it, so he's stuck. He's a bit stuck. I think the biggest thing here is top is even. That's really good for Fnatic. If GP can just go even and stabilize top while they play mid bot, perfect. You keep Bing chilling Oscar. So, Reckless is still down gold because bot matchup doesn't really get easy until like the 3v3s kick in. This Drake start is really sussy baka. But I don't know, do they get away with it? Looks like they get away with it. Level 4 Lee Sin, half.
Hello.
It's really far behind, but he manages to sneak the Drake, which is good. Razork finds Malrang. It's a bit weird that Malrang doesn't flash there.
Let's go, man.
Here, Q,
Hi,
auto,
Marc.
E.
Have a
He has
great
time to
day.
flash out now and he lives, but I guess he thought I'll save it. Or I'm dead anyway. Because this gives Vi kill XP and wolves, so it gets her really close to 6, which is really bad for Lee Sin. Like, this matchup, if you fall behind in levels to Vi, you should win 1v1, but then you just don't. Oscar keep chilling. The good thing about GP is he's really self-sufficient. You can just ult waves top if you're ever in a bad situation, and Razor can just stay with mid-bot side. He's moving top now. Oh my god. What the fuck is that trade that Oscar just got on this Gnar? Watch Gnar HP. He just got a massive trade on him. What? He must have hit a barrel combo on him. This Gnar just took so much damage, so now he's diveable. But yeah, he's not gonna die by the looks of it. Did Razork just do that? Did Razork just do that? You motherfucker, Razork. He walks up, eats the wave, and smites the cannon? What? For what? You motherfucker, Razork. You... Benaki Razork, eh? You know when Razork does this thing to the back of people's head where he gives them like a stroke and he gives them a whack? I give him a little fucking tap. Nice play by Humanoid. Scoop-de-doop that guy. Has to commit the ult, which kind of sucks, but... Yeah, I mean, if Malrang was not behind here, he could kick him into tower and kill him, you know? But he's not. He is behind, so sucks to suck. Nice kill by Fnatic. GP ult is a bit late. I think GP ult can be way earlier here. Like, GP ult can be now. Now. GP ult, GP ult. They could even save Vi ult, and they can maybe even Vi ult Lee Sin with a GP ult earlier here and kill Lee Sin too, you know? This GP ult was a little bit late. It's fine though. Maybe he was...
Let's go, man.
I don't know. Yo, Dudley, thanks for the resub. Much love, bro. Nice roam by Koi's bot lane to mid. Maybe he was thinking about ulting top wave or something, and he was like indecisive, but... I think especially on Vi versus Lee Sin and TF 2v2s, if they can GP ult instant, it's always better. It's hard though, because you know, you're asking for an instant global, and he's the only reason I'm saying that he could have done it is because he wasn't laning during the time. He was running 2 lanes, so he must have had camera mid. He's getting ganked by TF. Nothing you can do there. Sucks. Also, Gnar has tabbies and he has no boots, so it's really hard for him to live through that. But I'm just talking about min-max. Anyway, Razork is super fed. Razork picked up so many free kills. Larson got a lot of plates. Big gold lead for Larson. Nice zone off of bot from Razork. Nice that he's not overcommitting either. I mean, people are saying, why is Humanoid not hitting mid tower? Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? Why is Humanoid not hitting mid tower? Think about it. They have bot push into mid and jungle spot side, so he has to hug top side. Pretty risky. Imagine he walks up and he gets ganked by Kalista, Taric, Lee Sin, and he has no flash, he's dead. Even though he can dash up, they can get long chase from top on a sandwich too, so... He needs information, so now when he sees them bot, he can start pushing. Also here it's useless for him to hit tower, because Malrang will one-shot the wave. Now it's fine, because Razork's around, so he's safe. He gets a plate. Very nice. Herald, nice. Good gold to his ear. They have Kalista ult, it's really awkward. But they get it. They force Kalista ult, it's really good. Koi only have real time windows to play on TF really because they have no side lane on bot to play 2v2 I think, because Razork's just stronger than Malrang.
Chat XDD link.
Okay, top tower dies, that's not optimal is it? Again, they got a full top tower 1v1. Doesn't really 1v1, I guess the Larson gank did all the work. He does. Okay, Xayah is really fed now. Interesting that Razork went Merc Treads. I feel like Tabis are better. I understand that he wants Merc Treads to Tenacity, but if he has Tenacity in his runes, I think play the Steel Caps do better against Gnar, Lee Sin, and Kalista. I mean, they only have 2 stuns. I mean, if you count Gnar, then yeah, they have more, but I think Steel Caps does a lot. Situational. And the all-in top, knows he's in the bush. Does he get a solo bolo? Ooh, close. Yeah, it does. Okay, top situation is terrible. Well, it's a kill for Razork though. Top situation is not great. He's been put behind because of the TF gank. He lost his whole tower because of it. And yeah, Gnar is just really far ahead. Maybe he thought he was safe in that bush. But he just jumps into the bush and fucks him. So Larson's going Roa into Rapid Fire. Yeah, this comp has no damage, man. Shield Bow, Rapid Fire, Roa, like Gnar on side lane. Lee Sin's behind. They don't have any damage. 0. Okay, Razork's contesting this, but Malrang is just really far behind. It's a 4v4. Fnatic have pretty big spikes. This was a really nice turn by Fnatic. This was a really sexy turn. Really sexy turn. Just go on Gnar. No flash. Flash hook from Advien. Just ult him. Chain CC. One shot dead. He actually ulted Larson to get a triple knockup. Nice, Advien. Q flash was good by Razork to kill Malrang so he can't get out the pit. And then Bombad double. Trimby stuck. Step bro. They win the 4v4 topside. They get Herald. 8-4 in kills. All they have to do is keep focusing mid bot side. That's all they have to do all game long. Drake, spot tower, putting Kalista behind, making sure Xayah is safe. But I think Fnatic's draft is really good. I think their drafting has been stronger this weekend. Their play also is a lot more consistent. I feel like they overforced into themselves into mistakes, and then they had to like salvage their mistakes, so they even got worse situations. But they didn't overforce too much in this game. And top wasn't losing that hard early, which is good. Okay, oh, really well played by Razork. Kick was useless. That was just a good fight by Fnatic. Like, their team fighting has gotten better too. Like, normally their team fights were dog shit on turns, but their turn here was really good. Razor Q's Trimby, knows he's gonna get ulted, so he insta-ults Comp on that second. Nautilus ult as well, Comp can't move. Kalista is so bad against their draft. Hook as well, connects on Comp. Kick from Malrang's kinda useless because Koi have no damage. Single target Endies, and Reckless lives, so... yeah, it's a 5-for-0 open moment. I mean, Fnatic just need to run away with the game now. Like, if you 5-for-0 a team with Dragon, and you get their bot and mid-tier 1 by the looks of it, then you need to pile drive them into the ground. Like, the game is just done. You just need to play the map properly, not make any mistakes in terms of getting caught or getting overloaded on lanes, and just end. So let's see how Fnatic do. I don't know how fast this game was, but all they kind of need to do is just play mid-top side now on Nash spawn, play for top tier 1, shift into top tier 2, and then just go towards Nash if they make a pick. Like, NGP just sits bot or groups on waves where at enemy bot tier 2. Okay, good. Mid to top. They should not herald yet though. They're not escorting Reckless. Reckless is kind of stuck. They can play for either side lane with herald. Whichever side has push and the other one can answer. Okay, bot side has push, but the other one cannot answer. Humanoid can't answer, so this has to be a fast tower. The herald has a GoPro on it, which is fantastic. Okay, bot tier 2 is dead. Fantastic. Love it. Big fan. Good macro, Fnatic. Now all they have to do is reset, refresh wards. Actually, they don't need really to reset. They have 4. It's fine. Now you, like, in the league, you don't go this way. You know, you normally go this way. Like that, right? Or you go this way. You go either up or you go from top to down. And that's how you take vision. So they're escorting Humanoid right now because they have... I mean, the only scary thing that Koi have is TF ult. So they need to make sure they're escorting everyone on TF ult. Now they're doing Nash. Good Nash start. They have topside vision. Oscar has TP. TF ult's used, so they know they're on Nash. So they turned off Nash here, which is good. I don't know why he's ulting on Reckless. That's so useless. Razork turns. Again, that's 1v1ing Oscar. Gonna TP out. He's gonna die though. Oh my god, 720 damage. I think they can push in mid and go start Nash again, or base for Drake timer. Both are fine. One is more aggressive than the other. It looks like they're staying around bot side for Drake. How do they have vision? I think they had vision because of TF ult, right, on Nash. Okay, keep escorting through top. Love it, love it, love it. Big fan. Oscar, sit in your bot lane and chill. Drake's up. Humanoid can push this out and move mid to bot. Would be a big fan of that. Drop top waves, doesn't matter. Larson can pressure tier 2 top here. Only cross map available. They're having Reckless solo it so they can cover top. That's fine. Nice pick. Really nice pick. I don't know why Trimby's walking there. He's teamed in base. Now they can start Nash again. Okay, Nash start again. It's good. I actually think that they can just zone away Lee Sin here. They have a 0 Nautilus. Nice, very nice. Now finish. Perfect. Now kill Lee Sin. Wow. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all they need to do. That's perfect. Now they just need to be careful of their bot side. Is Oscar dead? Oh, it's really sloppy. Unnecessary death, because what happens is you bleed top wave now. Ideally, this would be a tower, and the tower is worth way more than these kills. Maybe they don't bleed top wave. Nar's not going to be able to clear it. Can they get it still? Okay, it works out by the looks of it. It works out. Really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, good. Fnatic can't crack the base at the moment because they need to reset. And it's really hard to crack the base at 25, but their game state is... I mean, Razork is 5.3k gold up. Like, what the fuck? How is little bro up 5.3k gold as a jungler? 5.5k gold lead. 3 levels up, 4 levels up. Wow, this Lee Sin is at 26 minutes in the game and has a Gore Drinker and a Kindle Gem. Okay, well, AD situation is kind of similar, but obviously Rex's items are more expensive and he does more damage and he's up almost 2 levels. But they've slowed the game down a bit here, Fnatic, because they're playing for Soul. Fnatic are playing very LCK-esque. I wonder if they've been watching a lot of LCK. Like, how can I describe this? LCK plays 2 lanes really well, where basically they'll have like 3 or 4 people here, 1 or 2 people here. They'll always ward and they'll always just keep waves into towers until objective spawns. They'll never try to siege or try to dive or try to skirmish on opposite sides of the map or try to shift up into people, like collapsing them side lanes. Like LPL does that all the time. This is really LCK-esque, where you never leave these 2 lanes. You put your tents down and you just keep the push. And if they show on side, like Kallista's pushing top, then they can do something. But until they do something, you just chill. And if they don't do anything, you get Drakes, right? It's like the win-win scenario. We keep you in your base and keep scaling, or we punish you on side lanes, or we rush objectives when you're stuck in your base. Enjoy. Now, Koi, the only way to break that is obviously just going 5-man in one lane. So mid lane is their option. Because Drake's in 10. Now they'll push them back. Good, put a tower. Good, put some wards here if possible. They don't have any wards. Oscar's basing to catch top while they do Drake, and Koi can't really respond to it. So, very nice. They're gonna lose top tier 2, but it doesn't matter. I'm really keen on celebrating the fact that Fnatic won the game. I would say that Fnatic's consistency in terms of in-game individuals has gotten a lot better. I would say that they're much better on melee supports than they are on range supports, because the game can be played more around skirmishes than pushing lanes, which is just easier. So keep ADVN on these melee supports, love it. I would also say that Koi's draft is terrible. So as much as the Fnatic won this game, I think if you take this Koi draft and put it in any other game, they're already at a disadvantage. Like, they're playing single APTF rapid fire, no fucking damage, all single target damage, dog shit, no pick next to TF. Like, it's... And they're playing Kalista as well, so like, none of it makes sense, in my opinion, at least. I would not want to play this draft in any universe. Larsen tried to steal with Smite. Very clean game from Fnatic, but I will say it's really hard for Koi to do anything. They need to overload a side with TF ult, or they need to hard engage mid while the Azir is on a side lane. But it's so impossible. The control they have of this game is just too strong. 10-0-5 on Razork. La puta máquina. La puta máquina. Very nice. Let's see if they keep it up. There's a few factors as to why I don't want to say that Fnatic looks insane right now, but it's good that they got wins. I think this team is always going to get better as they scale. I think I said it. I said the exact thing when Oscar and ADVN joined. I said Fnatic is probably going to be dog shit in week 1, and they'll probably pick up wins in week 2, because this guy is going to need some time. And he's had some time. I think the team is overall decent, but yeah, again, a couple of things that make me a bit reserved to say that they're insane. But yeah, Fnatic, good pace. 1 step forward, 2 steps forwards, 1 step back. Just keep walking, keep climbing, keep going. Don't look back, and hopefully they don't regress and they keep progressing.
The way Reckles